Hello and welcome to the best engine swap to be added to a game with update 1.48. So this is the Nissan Sileighty. Now today we are going to be checking out this vehicle stock with the standard engine fully upgraded, as well as with the vehicle being engine swap. So we're going to see how it is in all three stages, and is it really worth engine swapping. So if you guys do want to enjoy this video, you know what to do. So the Nissan Sileighty, your answer to a question of should I get a Silvia or should I get a 180SX, because this vehicle, since both the Silvia S13 as well as the Nissan 180SX share the same chassis, the same platform, well, it was surprisingly easy to actually just interchange the front end, and by doing that, well, we end up with the Sileighty. Now, to get your hands on this honestly unique vehicle, well, you're gonna need to head on over to a used car dealership, and hopefully it's there. But you are gonna be spending 81,600 credits, which frankly isn't as bad as I thought it was. Honestly, I can see this vehicle ending up over 100,000 credits, which is scary to think about. So the Nissan Sileighty, what do you get for spending over 81,000 credits? Well, you get a vehicle that produces 203 brake horsepower, comes in at a weight of just over 1,100 kgs. It gets its power from a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder that's turbocharged. It's 5-speed, front engine, rear-wheel drive, the perfect base vehicle. And when I tell you, when you drive this vehicle stock, you immediately know you need to do some upgrades, because look, around Kyoto Driving Park, this vehicle doesn't even hit 200 kilometers per hour in its standard form. Yes, coming down the main straightaway, we see ourselves clocking an insane 180 kilometers per hour before we need to start braking and heading into the first corner. Now the thing is, when it comes to cornering in this vehicle, with it being front engine rear wheel drive, we will often then not see the rear end actually stepping out, which is a bit fun. But look, it's still at a power point where the rear end will step out. You will have understeer, so it's a bit all over the place, but it's still super easy to handle, because look, you aren't even going that fast, so it's really easy to just correct it and get it back in line. But overall, around Kyoto Driving Park, you will be finding yourself sitting lap times around the 2-minute 4-second mark with the vehicle being stock. So that is simply not acceptable. No, it's not gonna work. So how you can change that is heading on over to the tuning shop. So once you head on over to the tuning shop and throw a lot of credits at this vehicle, well, then you're going to be left with a vehicle that produces 407 brake horsepower, and the weight is now dropped to 959 kgs. So a lot of, well, look, we've doubled the power. We've actually just chopped out, what, 200 kgs from the vehicle. So look, we've lost quite a bit of weight, gained a lot of power, and with that being said, this should make a big improvement when it comes to just the vehicle's overall performance. Now, if you want to improve the looks of it, well, you need to head on over to GT Auto. Once at GT Auto, you will find that we actually have a Y-body kit available for this vehicle for the price of 10,000 credits. Head on over to see what actual body parts you can add to this vehicle. Well, you see we have 2 options for a front splitter, we have 1 option for a side skirt, we have 2 options for a rear diffuser, and we have 4 options for a rear wing. Now, I know one of those options is a wingless option, but still, regardless, that is your customization options for the Nissan Sileighty. Oh, and also you can change the grille, and you have 4 options for that. So once you have finished customizing your Nissan Sileighty, well, you can head back out onto circuit, and this is the performance that you can expect. So around Kyoto Driving Park, we are now seeing this vehicle set lap times around the 1-minute 37-second mark. Now look, the vehicle being fully upgraded, racing softs, max downforce, the vehicle comes in at around 687 performance points. So it's under that 700 performance points mark, which means you shouldn't really be expecting a vehicle that is extremely overpowered. No, this vehicle is just a pleasant driving experience. Overall, I enjoyed every moment of it. look, I can see that it could do with some more power, but overall it's decent. It's fun to drive. The rear end steps out, you can get some good slides going, and handling with the added downforce racing soft tires, it grips up. You can actually just attack corners and not fear that you're gonna end up in a barrier. Now yes, we do find understeer, which is still a bit of a problem, but I'm sure you can actually find a way to tune it out. As I've said before, I'm not really the best tuner, so overall this is a massive improvement over standard, and I say is a well needed improvement. Now let's see, is it actually going to be worth it to engine swap the Nissan Sileighty? So now if we head back on over to GT Auto and spend 250,000 credits, yes, 250,000 credits, we're going to be able to swap in the Honda Civic, yes, our Honda Civic K24a engine into this vehicle. So once we do that and we head back on over to the tuning shop and throw all of the possible upgrades we can at this engine, we see now we have a total of 599 brake horsepower. They really just said, yeah, 600, you just missed it. So 599, we're just gonna call it 600, we like to round up on the channel, and 980 kgs. So look, we did gain some weight over the standard engine, but we did add what, another just under 200 horsepower more. So yeah, I think the power is gonna outshine the added weight. So now around Chaos Driving Park, we see the vehicle is setting lap times around the 1 minute 35 second mark, which means it is officially a vehicle that I can say and put my stamp of approval on and say it is a competitive vehicle. Yes, you can use this vehicle with it being fully upgraded in the form it is and see results. You aren't really gonna struggle in some events, and you can actually just enjoy the vehicle, because with it being under 1000 kgs, having 600 horsepower, you can absolutely light up those rear wheels. You can have a perfect drift car in my opinion, and if you don't really want to slide about, it's a really good track vehicle. Like, I was actually impressed because I didn't expect this engine swap to be that good. Now the thing is, for 250,000 credits is quite a lot of money, but does it make that much of a difference? If we look at it from a mathematical point of view or a numerical point of view, we see that what, for 250,000 credits plus the still added money on for the upgrades to that engine, we're only really seeing 2 seconds. So look, if you're really wanting to get the fastest Sileighty possible, go for this engine swap. But honestly, I don't really see, like, if you're strapped for cash, don't engine swap it. You're not really gonna see that big of a difference in performance. But if you have the money, if you want to truly experience what the ultimate Sileighty is, well, you need to go ahead, engine swap it, and just enjoy a great vehicle. And I think honestly, just the simplicity of this vehicle, because front engine, rear wheel drive, 600 horsepower, lightweight, it's just fun. And look, yes, performance points wise, we are at 730 performance points around that mark. So look, with some detuning, you can get it around the 700 performance points mark, and you can detune it quite a bit and get it to 600 performance points mark, and well, you can be eligible for a few events. So it's really up to you how deeply you wanna customize your Sileighty, but overall, this is a good vehicle. It's such a pure experience and such a great experience to engine swap this car. So by all means, I recommend you to go in and engine swap this Sileighty. So let me know your thoughts and opinions of this engine swap in the comment section down below. And with all this being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.